Panel, as you know, you have the blindfolds on because there's an area of identification here involved that might have something to do with recognition factor, costuming, or anything like that. And I wonder if our contestant knows our scoring system.
Scoring system?
Yeah. You know it? You don't? Well, it's very easy. Every time you can give them a no answer, we'll flip a card, and when 10 have been flipped, you've won the game. And that's how we score it. And now let's let the folks at home, those who are here in the theater with us, know exactly what your line is. We want to be helpful, panel. For the blindfolds, we think you need special help. So we'll tell you that our contestant is salaried, and we'll begin the general questioning with Gallant.
Mr. Contestant, would we recognize your name or your face rather than your costume?
Probably.
Do you do your work in more or less ordinary clothes?
More or less ordinary.
And can you do most of your work without makeup?
I can't.
You can? What?
I would say this. I think we would not be quite fair to give you a full no on that because I do agree that makeup does play a part, but it isn't absolutely necessary to what you do. I think that's true, is it not?
Well, I'm not one of Peter Donald's guys.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not, yes. So you go ahead and take a qualified yes and no, and then continue.
Do you sometimes use makeup, then?
Yes.
And it would be more elaborate than just a little bald head dusting with powder politicians use.
Si, senora.
Are you a performer?
Are you what, Miss?
A performer.
Sometimes they say.
Do you do anything besides act?
No, nothing besides act.
Oh, I'll leave him.
No, I would say that our guest does do something besides act, yes.
Do you sing?
9 to go, Dr. Evans.
Are you in the moving pictures?
Occasionally.
Occasionally. Do you play villainous roles?
Not deliberately.
No, I think technically, Dr. Evans, I'll have to give you a no answer on that. Not villainous roles. 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Benson.
May I suggest that I heard more than one voice?
Certainly you may. Would you like to pose it as a specific question?
You're saying that so that I'll get a no, but I am going to pose it as a specific question. Later. Do people watch you when you perform? When you are doing whatever you do?
If I'm terribly lucky, yes.
Do you ever perform out of doors?
Mm-hmm.
Might you possibly be in the sports world as an entertainer instead of in the acting world?
No, I think not.
That's 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Sir.
You get the group now, Bennett.
Well, do you ever work with puppets?
Never. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, you said you didn't sing. Do you play a musical instrument?
That's 5 down and 5 to go, Dr. Evans.
You said that you were sometimes in the moving pictures, but some of your work was out of doors. Do you work with animals?
In our troupe, we have many two-legged ones, yes.
No, actually, to be fair on that, we could not rule out the possibility that they might work with animals, Dr. Evans, at some time or another, so you go ahead.
All right. Is some moving picture in which you play a role now being shown in Chicago?
No. That's 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
I think that Bergen has me on the wrong track here. Would I be right in assuming that you are not primarily a motion picture performer?
Indeed. You're right.
I'm glad. I'm going to go for this sooner or later. Are you more than one person?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We are.
Are you all male and a yard wide?
Yes and no.
What?
Not a yard wide necessarily, but all male.
All male.
Yeah.
When you perform, are you the only people that perform as a group?
How's that again?
By that I mean whatever you are over there, 2 or 3 or 5. Is that the limit of my endurance?
My brother who stands on my shoulders.
No, I must say that I don't think we can say 5 is the limit. You get a no on that. That's 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Oh,
I'm going to give you 1 more minute.
You have nothing to do with sports. We've established that, haven't
Not,
we?
no, the issue was not, do you have,
Yes, it was. I asked if they were in the sports world.
if they, well, no, that in the sports world they are not. This does not rule out in some kind of a relationship to sports.
Oh.
But
Oh.
Oh, nothing.
Oh.
are you in Chicago now because of the convention? Have you something what to do with the convention that's opening tomorrow?
That's pretty sporty.
Something, yes.
You have something?
Yes. Hmm?
Are you going to appear before the convention in any shape, manner, or form?
Yeah, I think so, sometimes.
Are you going to entertain at one of the conventions?
I wouldn't call it that.
No, I'm afraid not. 8 down and 2 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Delegate.
Well, now, you did say that you use makeup, didn't you?
Sometimes, yes.
Could we have a little conference?
You may have 30 seconds for a
Don't you
conference.
want to have a
Well,
conference, Dorothy?
yes, I was
just wondering if
desperately.
they could be
Some sort of-
announcers for CBS or something announcing the convention.
Or, well, let's have...
Dorothy,
yes,
Dorothy, last week we had the mayor of Chicago in New York. Maybe they've got somebody from New York here out in Chicago.
All
We
right,
haven't got
Well, they
three
are
mayors.
performers.
the 30 seconds are up, Miss Kilgallen.
Will you be appearing on television during the convention?
Yes,
Will you get paid for that?
a little.
Are you connected with one of the networks?
I think that's fair, yes.
In other words, your appearance will not be just incidental. You'll be out here deliberately doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be doing something in connection with the news?
Yes?
Are you newscasters?
That's the idea.
That's the idea. I think that's
Are you
probably
the
close.
CBS team of newscasters? Are you
Here they all are, Walter Cronkite, Bob Trout, Doug Edwards, Charlie Collingwood, and Eric Severeid. I think you know them all anyway. And I must say, this is a fine moment for me. Every one of them are old colleagues of mine. Of course, right now we're kind of enemies because I'll be doing the conventions for ABC, but still, I can keep my eye on them. See, I got them all here tonight and they can't go out and get any stories I can't
He's
get.
very tough competition, too.
Thank you, Douglas.
This
Thank
is
you.
our chance. Let's Shanghai him. He's too formidable.
Thanks. It's wonderful of all of you to have come. We've had a lot of fun, and I think the family had a lot of trouble. And good luck.
John, I just want to say that I'm sorry I'm going to miss you on the conventions.
Well, I'll miss you. Goodbye. Good to see you.